What's up, guys? Studio51, and today this is a video I don't know if that was. Anyway, this is a video I've had in thought for a while, but I've never really made it. And the idea of actually going ahead and making it was brought on me last night when I got caught down a YouTube wormhole of old WWECW videos from the revival WCW from 2006 to 2010. And I've always been a fan of WWE's ECW because it came back when I was 6 and just starting to watch wrestling. So I wanted to watch anything WWE put out, even though I hated ECW as a concept because Rob Van Dam beat John Cena to take the WWE title to that brand. Hated ECW for a second there, but loved watching it because overall it was good, a good thing to watch for me at that. I liked watching it. That wording got a bit messy. Basically, it was fun to watch. Chairs, tables, barbed wire, all that. Toned down though, it was fun to watch. Sandman beating the hell out of people with a cane was fun as hell. What else was there? It was just a fun. And then introduced me to my favorite wrestler of all time, CM Punk. So 2006 Go Back doesn't hold up as well as the rest of it, I don't think. And then that goes up until about whenever all of the originals besides Tommy Dreamer are gone or on different shows. So summer-ish of 2007, which this is also a funny story. Those of you who might not know, might not have seen many of my videos before, I've always told my story about wrestling, how I was grounded from wrestling from September of 06 to June of 07 because I'm not going to get into this reason why, but basically that happens. And then I get back into it. The Benoit thing happens the week I'm allowed to watch it. So I thought that was donezo for me. I was like, shit, never going to be able to watch this again after this happening. Parents don't say anything about it. So, okay. But then that kind of took a toll on me in a way of watching wrestling. Because I liked Benoit a lot. So I didn't keep up with Raw and SmackDown as much as I should have been. But the constant thing I watched every single week was ECW. And that's why I have such a fond memory and love of ECW, is because it was the one thing I watched consistently until 2008. May after WrestleMania. Oh, my knees popped. But and then not even past 2006, 2007. ECW really became the precursor to what NXT is today. Basically taking a third brand, smaller brand, having some established guys. This time it was in the realm of WWE established guys. There was Tommy Dreamer, Finlay wasn't, I guess, WWE guy, but it was Tommy Dreamer, Finlay, later on Christian. Help getting guys used to the road life, I guess, or just I don't know what I'm trying to say, just basically getting them used to TV as a free or a little hour deal on Sci-Fi on Tuesday nights. Well, so it was basically that, or it was that, and it's basically the precursor to NXT. NXT is a part developmental, part third brand that takes established guys, puts them with sort of unknowns, I guess, and They just like work on actual wrestling in front of TV and crowds and stuff like that. For example, Jack Swagger came up, but that was the weird thing is like they still had developmental, which they still do. They have like the Performance Center, but then they have like NXT TV, then main roster. Back then it was like that FCW with FCW TV, so that's where it gets like a little shaky. But then what's it called? What's it? I'm trying to. I don't know what I'm trying to say here. Lost my train of thought. Basically, they had like FCW TV, but it was like it wasn't really distributed that much of anything. Then it was ECW, and then it was big time main roster Raw and SmackDown. So it's kind of like the precursor, but also there's some very more different things. Because these guys still went through another different type of developmental system, and then went to TV. Whereas these guys are kind of intertwining. I don't know why I just did that, but they're intertwining developmental and TV into NXT. Which I don't complain. I love it. I tracked down FCW. I love the I love watching people grow and develop, and that's why I've always loved developmental. Since I can remember when I really started, but like since I heard of FCW, I tracked down any FCW episode I could find. I tracked down every NXT episode I could find when it became the developmental. That's why NXT from 2012 to 2015 is my favorite time of wrestling to watch, like anything. I love 2012 to TakeOver Brooklyn, NXT. Just, I love it so much. Especially those early years when it was... Cause don't get me, I like it, but they've gotten into a holding pattern where just nothing changes. It's big money feud, stretch it out, job matches, main TakeOver. Which, that's kind of the issue with TakeOver. And I'm like completely off of the ECW topic here, but I'm kind of still just rolling off of ideas, and I'm gonna keep talking about it. Basically, what I feel is like the problem with TakeOver is they get into this big money feud, job match, job match, job match. Maybe one big match on TV. All the big matches on TakeOver. Did heel or face go over for the title? Heel did. Face. Story continues. Job match, job match, job match. TakeOver. Or actually more job match, but you get the idea. Face wins. New big money feud. Job match, job match, job match. Match. Then it goes from there. But back to ECW. It was basically the groundwork, I guess, for what NXT kind of is now. Basically, you had Jack Swagger, Zack Ryder. Even though Zack Ryder had been on main roster TV, he was still came up, revamped, got a different character there. I'm trying to think who else. Justin, what was it? It's David Ortiz. DJ Gabriel. Gavin Spears. 10. Who else? Really, there were a lot of people that came up through ECW, but I'm trying to remember. Kofi. Who else? I can't, like, off the top of my head, I can't remember, because I haven't watched, like, ECW in so long. But, like, I'll never forget Jack Swagger and Matt Hardy's feud, because I was so pissed when Jack Swagger went over. Miz and Morrison on ECW, top tier level wrestling stuff. One of the best, like, teams I've ever watched. Them and the Major Bros, first heels, I loved. But, yeah, so, basically, I loved WWECW. I don't care. I loved it. I really enjoy it. Like, I'm sitting here waiting for them to put it on the network, but then, like, I know it's going to take a while for them to put this on the network, because they had a point where every week Extreme Expose would use a big time song. So they're gonna have to go through, like, edit that, and then, like, they've got That's another thing that's like going through my head with the Extreme Expose stuff. It's like, are they just going to, what's it called? Are they just going to cut that part out? But it sometimes builds storylines. Like sometimes people come out and interrupt Extreme Expose. Well, not sometimes, a lot of the time. So like, but you gotta find music then that would kind of fit the dance so it doesn't look completely. It's like that's what bothers me is like, how are they gonna do this? And I want to know, and I'm saddened until we find the result because I really want to see WWE's ECW on the network soon. But yeah. So thank you guys for watching. Correction from yesterday's. I will see you guys tomorrow with another video. Peace out.